Welcome back to the show, everyone. We have a village library update to share with you. So we are going to welcome Eileen Ordway to the show.
Good to see you, Bree.
From the Village Library.
From the Village Library, yes.
Thank you so much.
My home away from home.
Yeah, well, it's your passion, right?
Yes, it is.
So we're going to be touching on Earth Day a couple of times in the program today.
Yes.
So how is the Village Library participating in Earth Day? What's your contribution?
We have a set of shelves right near the front of the library where each month we pull books from our shelves, have a display based on a theme. So this month, in conjunction with Concerned Citizens, and they recommended some of the books that we display since their Earth Day event is on the 17th. So we pulled from our catalog these books that are out. People can check them out. They're right up front. There's a range of them from things that are, at a more global scale. What do we have to do to improve our future and fight for our future from a climate perspective? And then even down to what can we personally do to help this situation? Because a lot of times we feel helpless. With the fires we've had here. I mean, now in the Carolinas, even up in the Northeast, they're experiencing this. My family, that whole time, every time there's a fire, they're calling, is that near you? Is that near you? From Pennsylvania. So, and then all these tornadoes and things. So that feels like so big. How can we help that? But if there's books that we can read and step-by-step processes that we can at least feel like we're contributing. So we have quite a few books set out. Two of them have already been checked out. We just put them out on Tuesday and they're checked out. One is Jane Goodall's The Book of Hope, which is what we all need, hope. And then Choosing Earth by Dwayne Elgin. We have a book that Bill Gates wrote, How to Avoid a Climate Disaster, and one that Matt Damon, he's involved with this, The Worth of Water. He went to Zambia, I think, about 12 years ago and saw the horrible situations they were in with drought and sanitation. So that's one of his passions. As far as what we can do personally, we have a couple books. This one in particular, Zero Waste Home. It'll give you a step-by-step that what you can do. They're the 5 R's, they call it. Refuse is one. First, don't bring things into your home that you really don't need. For an example, California is doing this with the grocery bags. We reuse our bags, so we're not bringing in those little plastic bags all the time. And down to the point where the last R is rot. So whatever garbage that you have left, put it in a particular place so that it can become compost that then is reused. So, and I think as seniors, a lot of us have downsized already, that we don't need. We don't need to just have things keep coming into our homes. So, and there's a novel, Blue Skies. It was called Brilliantly Imaginative in a Terrifying Way. So yeah.
What a great title.
It's scary. We see these apocalyptic movies and things, but we're if we don't change our ways, we're going to be heading in that direction. And I know Mary Sinclair will be, going in more detail, but that's what the library is doing to help out this situation.
Fantastic.
So come on in and check them out.
Yeah.
And Mary reminded me that we have our reading area where people are reading newspapers, their books, they're working on their laptops, they're building puzzles. But we keep it cool in the summer, it's warm in the winter, and you can reduce your use of electricity at home if you come in and chill out at the library. So
that's fantastic, and you have a little bit of camaraderie with the other people. You may not be engaging with them, but just being in the presence of other people.
Yes, you walk in the door, we'll give you a big smile too. That always makes people feel better.
I love it. Okay, well that sounds like a great place to start the Zero Waste Home.
Yes.
Because that's something that we can all do on an individual basis, right?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Take those steps and measures. Okay, well, Eileen, you've got DVDs.
Yes,
you've
we
got
do.
4,000 DVDs.
Yes.
That's a lot of DVDs.
Yes.
Why do you have them? And
why do we have them?
Is there a way
Some of them are pretty ancient, but People still, we have like 600 of them go out every month, which is quite a few. People are, they're looking for something to occupy their minds, and they'll come in and check out our DVDs. But it's getting to a point where the players are hard to find, or you may not have one hooked to your TV anymore. So one of our volunteers donated this little portable DVD player and headphones. So even if you wanted to come into the library and watch a DVD with the headphones on, you could do that. So we'll be checking this out to people who are interested. It's one of some of the libraries are getting the Library of Things. So this is our first item that's a thing, and not just a book or a movie or a book on CD. So
okay.
Yeah, it's like 10 by 7, and only like 1.5 inches deep, and it's got a 9-inch diagonal screen. So it's you can watch the movie. It's better than watching it on your little phone if you're streaming something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So for those folks who just aren't ready to pay for streaming services,
yes,
just don't want to deal with it,
yes,
it's just too much hassle, you got to log in, you forget your password,
right.
It's just like...
Yeah, and then if you're paying extra every month, then this is totally free. Come in and check out the DVDs, check out the player, and you're watching for free.
And how long do you allow that DVD player to be checked out?
2 weeks, and if nobody else has reserved it, you could keep it for 2 more. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's really generous. So they can just switch out the DVDs as they're retaining the player.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, very good to
Yes.
know. Okay, tell us about Village authors.
Okay, we have quite a few people in the Village who have written books that are published. There's the Publishing Club, the Writers Clubs, and many of them are self-published. I was at one of their meetings last month, and it's not easy for them to get into the catalogs of the public libraries because they have people from all over the county who are trying to get their books published. But we will, for the most part, we have the right to refuse some things, but we will put their book in the catalog. It will display on our catalog. We have a chyron that shows what new things we have in. We have new bookshelves, so anything that we've gotten in the last 5 months will be right up front in the library, and their book will be there. The Village books, author books don't go out a lot, but they do every month. Somebody takes out a Village author book. So we just had a simple process. If you're willing to donate your book to our library, tell someone at the front desk to put a note on it, and they would put it in the right cubicle in our back room, and it would get put in. But we've recently had 2 mistakes, and we've had a lot of new people join. We've had some volunteers who've stepped up to be substitute supervisors. So they had, we have a lot of little processes, and that kind of fell through the cracks.
Okay.
So what we've done now, we even had a situation where somebody put in their book, return this if you don't want it. But we didn't have any information on them. We didn't know how to contact them. So we put a form together. So we're asking for their contact information, and then we'll wrap it around the book. So our person who takes care of the Village author books will be able to know that she's got it, knows what it is, and she'll put it into the catalog. And it won't get lost. It won't, because if it gets put into our regular donation process, it could disappear, because those books can go many places. So we want to make sure that we are not losing Village author books, and that they get to the right person and into the right place. So if you're a Village author and you would like to have your book in our catalog, ask at the front desk for this form, and then we will be happy to put your book in our catalog.
Fantastic. I'm sure they're going to appreciate that very much.
Yes, I hope so. I hope so.
Eileen from the Village Library, thank you so much for this wonderful update, and best of luck going forward.
Happy to be here, happy to talk about my favorite place.
I love it. This is my favorite place, so thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
Coming up next, we have Concerned Citizens, so stay tuned, and we'll be back after the